Alright guys, welcome back to Valorant News. Drama back on the menu in the Valorant world going into the new year, and this time it's ShahZaM involved again. FNS giving his perspective on exactly why ShahZaM's constantly getting into all of these controversies over the last few days, and what FNS would do about the situation to try and resolve it going forward. Is FNS on the money? Is his team going to be any good going into the upcoming season? Of course, after their recent success of the Soup Valorant League. Very much into your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always, I'd greatly appreciate it. Hope you all had a great holiday period as well over the last couple of days. Sorry for no videos, but yeah, we're back in business today with a big one, not gonna lie. There was a few tweets going around as well. Of course, Evil Geniuses, if you guys didn't see a few days ago, they finally confirmed their roster. Derek is there, Superman is there, and after much speculation, Nature's returning as the in-game leader, Icy's coming along as the fourth, and then of course, Yay as the star power man of the team. Hopefully back in a position where, from a mentality perspective, he's gonna be as strong as ever. Of course, a good time with well, when FNS was teaming with Yay back in the Optic days, but whether that can be replicated, of course, on this roster remains to be seen. There's been some speculation too. I don't know if this has been confirmed yet, but there's lots of talk after the recent Game Changers World Championship about whether roster changes are going to be happening, and potentially G2 goes in looking to make changes already as well. We know that there's been lots of drama in the GC scene after what's happened with the champions SR, Floor then going to Apex, the recent drama in the Brazilian scene with Leo Faria and Riot deciding not to up the number of qualification spots from the Brazil GC despite excellent success in that region over the last couple of years. Now, they justified it in a way that I don't think was particularly justified, and then shortly afterwards, Loud, Game Changers, just pull out of Game Changers entirely. So, yeah, lots of drama continues in that scene at the moment. This I thought was pretty funny as well. You guys remember this time last year, it was actually just around Christmas, shortly after, all of the Noswood drama was happening with Leviathan. So, of course, Aspas was on the team at the time, and this, I believe, is where everything stemmed from in terms of getting to this point where now both Aspas and Noswa are on MIBR, because last season it's still kind of unclear what exactly happens, but Noswa was kicked, wasn't he, from Lev about Christmas time last year, and it was somewhat unclear what had happened. Did the coaches want him gone? Did Aspas want him gone? And it seemed like from that moment, Aspas's opinion of the way that things were being handled internally at Lev was not the best anymore. And it seemed almost to be from that moment where Aspas had kind of decided, all right, at the end of the year, I'm no longer going to be playing for this organization, which of course is exactly what he went on to do. And there were few organizations that had the money to buy him out, one of which was Bleed. And as soon as they tried, they then got found out and their entire organization was shut down, so that went well. And then another one was MIBR. There was even talk about Dragon Ranger Gaming, wasn't there? But MIBR eventually got the job done, and they signed Noswa as well. So it kind of implies that, well, you don't imagine that Aspas would have been in favour last year of getting rid of Noswa from Lev if it turns out that he brought him along as well to this new roster. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty funny tweet from MIBR. If I just refresh, maybe it'll give me the option to translate it. But basically it says something like, after Christmas dinner, we, called our player Noswa and we told him that he will be continuing on the team for the new season, right, rather than just going anywhere. So yeah, he is staying exactly where he is. Bit of drama as well here from Chet, who said the following: seemingly got suspended from Valorant. Now, I did look through his tweets today to see if there was any further update on this. He's not tweeted anything about this being resolved. So, kind of unclear, but of course, let's not forget when Chet is banned, he's still banned from the VCT after leaking that VOD a while ago when he was just playing a VOD on stream of a scrim, and, well, Riot weren't very happy with him for doing so. He then got banned for it for 6 months until after Masters Bangkok. Of course, the drama then re-emerged recently when Gen.G Fishy got banned, well, got a warning, sorry, didn't get banned, for betting on the League of Legends World Championship Grand Finals. Now, to me, both of these things aren't a big deal, but obviously Chet wasn't very happy because it was like, hang on a second, how did Gen.G get a warning for also breaking the code of conduct? I broke the code of conduct and got banned for 6 months. So, look, you can argue which activity is more severe, and look, I don't think that Gen.G Fishy should have any punishment either, but it's just about without some degree of consistency. And then Chet was like, hang on, are you serious, guys? I've been banned from the game for some reason. So, yeah, haven't logged in for like 4 days or played ranked in like 3 weeks. But apparently he is banned right now from Valorant, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I wanted to share what FNS had to say on this whole ShahZaM drama, right? I don't talk about ShahZaM on the channel particularly often, but he's always in the Valorant drama circles because there's always some new video being made about him from WestJet or somebody else talking about ShahZaM and, you know, some of the drama that he's involved with. Now, a lot of it I do think is very unfair. Like, ShahZaM seems at times to me to be a pretty reasonable person, but obviously there's a lot of drama that happens with him and some of these other creators, and it all is going on like all of the time basically. So FNS was obviously giving his perspective on the matter, and he himself says he doesn't mind the drama. He quite likes some of these, you know, the content of the channels and everything happening as a result of it. But of course, if FNS was in ShahZaM's position, he says he would behave rather differently in these instances because, you know, the way that ShahZaM goes about defending himself is justifiable on some level, but it's always about public perception, right? And it's also oftentimes, as FNS describes, about, well, if I respond to a certain instance, then I'm putting that instance out into the world in more detail, and it may appear to be that I'm defending myself by responding there, but actually, sometimes you're only propagating a similar message. And that's FNS's point of view, and this is his advice effectively to ShahZaM on all of this drama.
I was watching one of the videos on YouTube, and I'm not going to lie, these videos are genuinely entertaining because they're just funny to me. I just like drama. I think I'm like 12 years old mentally when it comes to that. But specifically with ShahZaM. Now, I think with ShahZaM and his reputation and stuff, yeah, he has like a lot of people that just beef with him randomly a lot. But I also think that the reason for that is because he constantly goes in a cycle, in my opinion. Like, how do I put this? Like, he will always find, like, he always feels the need, at least from what I've seen, to defend himself from people he shouldn't care about what they're saying. So, like, if he didn't do that, I think it would be a lot easier for him mentally to just not say anything. Just let people say what they want and then don't say anything. Like, people are gonna make videos about you. Dude, I saw a video the other day or a month ago or something from, like, forgot his name, but it was literally titled, "Does Finesse Suck?" Now imagine if I reacted to that video on stream and then said, I don't know why this guy's talking about me like this. Do you know what I mean? I'm just giving an example. Yeah, Platoon, right? And his video honestly isn't even bad. Like, his video, it gives a lot of positive, like, constructive criticism. But say he was like a mean guy and said fuck shit about me or something. I'm not supposed to. Oh my god, Sam's Kitten, thank you for the 24 gifted, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you. What was I saying? Yeah. So imagine I made a video, or not even a video, I reacted to it and I was like defending myself against that video. I think that comes off very insecure. Even if you're not an insecure person, it just comes off that way. And I think with ShahZaM, he gets baited very easily into responding to these people. And if he just didn't do that, I think people would just not, like, fine over time. And yeah, like, I do feel bad because I do feel like sometimes he is just getting fucking bombarded by everybody. But I really genuinely think it would help a lot if he just didn't respond to any of these fucking guys.
So it wasn't hard for me to find numerous examples over just the last few days of ShahZaM getting into some drama. There was this guy Light Edits here, and I don't know, it seems like WestJet did another video, Valorant's biggest cockroach drama returned or whatever. And look, whether you think it's fair or not, or it's funny or not, whatever your perspective is, like, if ShahZaM never said anything in the first place, then like WestJet would have to find another target. But I think FNS is right that ShahZaM, he makes himself a target, even if it's unfair. Which is like, I get it from ShahZaM's perspective. This FNS isn't wrong, that this is why things are happening in the way that they are. So anyway, this was drama from the 23rd of December, and then of course ShahZaM was in the replies, and to be fair, like, lots of these tweets then get deleted from various sources, but yeah, ShahZaM was tweeting about this, obsessing over drama, and then we saw this as well, so there were some further replies, and ShahZaM then says, yeah, Dumbo, I never unblocked or blocked him, and Light Edits has me blocked the whole time. That's why I only replied to someone else, not his original tweet, because I can't. What a weird thing to get pressed about, especially when you're wrong. And it's like, look, maybe fair enough, right? I understand why ShahZaM's annoyed, but it's like all of these tweets, it's difficult to ever come across well. I think that's the point. That's the point that FNS is saying, is that, like, regardless of who's right and who's wrong in these situations, like ShahZaM will never come out of these arguments looking good. It's just how it is. As FNS is, it just makes him look insecure. Whether that's fair or not, like, it's unfortunately the world isn't fair, and I think ShahZaM has to recognize that, and maybe on some level he does recognize that. But anyway, this is from Christmas Eve. Unfortunately, I don't know what these original tweets were. They all got deleted, and look, fair enough. ShahZaM was probably right because this guy deleted all his posts, but it doesn't maybe take away the general story. He talks about DMCA striking WestJet. Since the statement video, I never falsely strike them. I'm annoyed by NPC drones like you that blindly follow these hateful creators and harass people without thinking. You're a worse person than I could ever be. And then of course there was more going on here on various things that have been striked or whatever. Not a full strike, doesn't warrant multiple videos, targeted harassment, and I don't want him stealing my content. So yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things, isn't it? And like, you can go through his tweets here, replies just for the last couple of days. You'll find loads of stuff, even just the last couple of days, on him beefing various people. And look, I'm not saying that he's necessarily wrong to be beefing a lot of these people, but I don't think FNS is wrong either about the implications of the situation. But intrigued your thoughts in the comments below. I mean, you know, you're never too far away from a little bit of drama on these type of topics. And just one final thing I thought was kind of nice here from Angel, because obviously, as Rocket Bullet said back on the 23rd, Angel made his LAN debut in 2006 when his now teammate Hero had barely been born, which is kind of crazy. And you know, FNS made his LAN debut in 2012 when his teammate was only 6. Now, these are comparisons that you sometimes see in other sports. For example, Fernando Alonso in Formula 1, when he debuted in Formula 1 in 2001, there have been like 6 drivers that Fernando Alonso will be racing against on the Formula 1 grid this season that weren't even born when he made his Formula 1 debut. But and it's a similar kind of trend here. But obviously, you know, is this a roast or is this an impressive achievement? I think I agree with Angel when he says the following: I don't understand why people think this is an insult. Staying at a high level for almost 20 years and still playing at tier 1 while 35 is impressive, and I'm proud of it. Like, you've got to be exceptionally good at something to make this work. And he's not wrong. I mean, obviously Angel gets roasted for his style and, you know, his tendency to go and die sometimes and, you know, coach the team 4v5 while playing. But I've always liked Angel from his CS days and on like Hell races and stuff like this. And I've enjoyed watching his progress in the VCT, to be fair, as well. So, you know, as he says, I thought it was just kind of a nice word from Angel, because it's not like he's responding to criticism here, but he's just saying, yeah, you know what, like, I'm me and I'm proud of it. So I thought that was kind of nice, but very much interested to your thoughts on all of this stuff in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, take care, and I'll see you next time.